Hello children, a warm welcome to the video lessons. This is K. Shailendra Kumar, working as a school assistant in the subject of mathematics at Government High School, Fort Warangal. So we are much fascinating about the trigonometric ratios. In the last classes we studied that and we compared the ratios of the trigonometric, and now we shall going to apply the same trigonometric results to discuss the various problems regarding heights and distances. In our daily life, we may have seen so many objects such as mountains, large waterfalls, tall buildings, towers, bridges, etc. Have you ever wondered how to find the heights of such huge things? So can we find those heights using a measuring tape? Is it possible to measure like that? No, it is not possible. So in such cases, to find the heights of the large objects, we use the trigonometric ratios. So to find the heights of the big mountains such as Mount Everest and etc., to find the heights of large waterfalls, to find the heights of huge buildings, to find the heights of all trees, and also to find the heights of large towers, electric poles, to find the heights of temples. Here we have two temples. Not only the heights of these objects, but also we can find the distance between the objects. So now let us see how to find all these heights. Now before this, we need to know two important concepts, which are angle of elevation and angle of depression. Here you are observing a waterfall. So an observer is right side of my slide. So this is the waterfall. He is observing the top of the waterfall. Now this is the height of the waterfall. So the observer is observing the top, observing a point which is top on the waterfall. So he needs to look upwards. So here one imaginary line is drawn, that is line of sight. So what is line of sight? The imaginary line which joins the observer's eye and the point on the object being viewed by the observer. And one more imaginary line we need to draw, and which joins the observer's eye to the base of the waterfall. So I will give some dotted line. Okay, this is the dotted line, this is the imaginary line, and this line is called horizontal line, and it is below the line of sight. Between these two lines, one angle is formed. So what is horizontal line? The imaginary line which is parallel to the surface of the earth. So that angle is formed between a line of sight and the horizontal line. So the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line is called angle of elevation. This is angle of elevation. So it is denoted by theta. So what is an angle of elevation? If the line of sight is above the horizontal line, then the angle between the line of sight and the observer's line and the horizontal line is called angle of elevation. Now the next one is A fort is, observer is standing on the top of the fort. An animal is there. He is observing from the top of the fort. He need to observe downwards. That is why an imaginary line should be drawn. So that imaginary line is called horizontal line. This is the line of sight, and this dotted line is also one imaginary line. It is horizontal line. So between these two lines, that is horizontal line and the line of sight, an angle is made, which is called angle of depression. Here observer is observing downwards to the ground. So here one angle is formed. Let us say it is theta, and this angle is called angle of depression. So what is the angle of depression? If the line of sight is below the horizontal line, then the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line is called angle of depression. Using these two concepts, we are going to solve the problems. So first example I will give you. So an observer is observing the top of a tower at an angle of elevation of alpha degrees, and the foot of the tower is at the distance of d meters. Draw the required diagram for this data. Okay children, I will read it once again. An observer is observing the top of a tower, is at an angle of elevation of alpha degrees, and the foot of tower is at the distance of d meters. Draw the required diagram for this data. Now let us visualize this problem. So for your convenience, I will take what is tower and observer, but in the solution you just draw the line segments only. You need not to draw the drawings. This is the tower. Here left side of this slide, observer. Now this is the one horizontal line. We already learnt about it. This is the imaginary line between the observer's eye to the base of the tower or foot of the tower, and this is observing the top of the tower, and it is angle of elevation. And what is the angle of elevation is given? Alpha degrees. This is alpha degrees. Now we are going to draw actual figure. So this is the figure, a right angle triangle. So AB is the height of the tower. Next C is the point where observer is standing and observe the top of the tower. This is alpha degrees angle of elevation, and the distance between observer's eye to the foot of the tower is given, that is d meters. Now one by one I will write the measurements, which is AB equal to height of the tower, BC equal to distance between foot of the tower and the observer, and which is given as d meters. Now angle ACB, that is angle of elevation from the observer's eye to the top of the tower, and which is alpha degrees. Now our problem is completed. That means we need to draw figure only. This is the required diagram for the given problem. Now let us go for the second example. Yes, from the top of a hill of h meters, the angle of depression of two consecutive kilometer stones due to east are found to be 30 degrees and 45 degrees. Draw the figure for this data. So first of all, you try to understand the given problem, then you draw the figure. So from the top of the hill of h meters, that means the height of the hill is given, that is h meters. The angle of depression of 2 consecutive kilometers means they are settled consecutively. That means the first and the second one, which are at angle of depression 30 degrees and 45 degrees. Now let us visualize this problem. This is the hill, and the first kilometer stone, and this is the second kilometer stone. So observe here, the observer is on the top of the hill, and this is height of the hill. So he is observing the second kilometer stone. So we need to draw one more imaginary line, that is called horizontal, and which is always parallel to the ground. The first angle, this is the second one. So he is observing the first kilometer stone with the angle of depression of 30 degrees, and also he observes the second kilometer stone with the angle of depression of 45 degrees. Now we are going to draw the figure using the line segments. This is the hill. AB is the height of the hill. C is the point where the first kilometer stone laid down, and D is the second kilometer stone, and in case of angle of depression is given, we need to draw one horizontal line which is xy. Whenever we draw this xy, and this is parallel to the CD, that means these two are parallel lines, xy and CD. So AC is the transversal, and these two angles are made here, that is XAC and ACB. These two angles are formed. These are alternate angles. Why? Because AC is since XY and CD are the parallel lines, XY is AC is the transversal, and these two angles are called alternate angles. So these alternate angles are equal. Now the second alternate angles, which are YAD and ADB. This is 30 degrees, the first kilometer stone, and this is 45 degrees. Okay, now we are going to write the same measurements. So AB, the first one is AB, height of the hill is given, which is h meters, and the second one CD, distance between 2 kilometer stones. The first angle of depression is angle XAC equal to angle ACB, angle of depression of first stone from the top of the hill, which is 30 degrees, and the second one is angle YAD is equals to angle ADB, which is angle of depression for the second stone from the top of the hill, and which is equals to 45 degrees. So our problem is completed. We drawn the required figure for the given problem. Now children, let us go for another problem. Okay, a boy is observing a bird resting on canopy of a tree. He is at an angle of elevation of 60 degrees, and the distance between the boy and the foot of the tree is 12 meters. Draw the required diagram for this data. Okay, I will read it once again. A boy is observing a bird resting on canopy of a tree. He is at an angle of elevation of 60 degrees and the distance between the boy and the foot of the tree is 12 meters. Draw the required diagram for this data. Now we are going to visualize this problem. This is for your convenience only. Okay, this is the figure. The tree is given. Some birds are sitting on the branches of the tree. Here is an observer, and this is the height of the tree, and this observer is observing the bird at an angle of elevation of 60 degrees. Now this is the line, the distance between the foot of the tree and the observer's eye, and which is given as 12 meters, and this is angle of elevation, and which is 60 degrees. Okay, now we are going to draw the actual figure using the line segments. So this is the right angle triangle. Here xy is the height of the tree, z is the where the observer is observing the bird with an angle of elevation of 60 degrees, and the distance is given, that is distance between foot of the tree and the observer, which is 12 meters. Now we are going to write all the measurements. So xy is equal to height of the tree, yz equal to distance between foot of the tree and the observer, and which is equal to 12 meters. Now angle xzy, which is angle of elevation from the observer's eye to the top of the tree. He was observing the bird. That bird is sitting on the point where x is plotted. X is there. So our problem is completed by writing all these measurements. This is enough for the given problem. Okay children, now I am going to give some homework and try at your home. The first problem is an electric pole is 10 meters high. A steel wire is tied to the top of the pole, is fixed at a point on the ground to keep the pole upright. The wire makes an angle of 45 degrees with the horizontal through the foot of the pole. Draw the required figure for this data. So just whenever you draw the figures for the given problem, first of all you read it once or twice. By that you get some idea how to draw the figure. So here the height of the electrical pole is given, and it should be tied to the ground with a wire, and which is fixed on the ground. So why should be fixed on the ground? It should be the pole, then only the pole will be upright, that will be straight on the ground. The wire makes an angle of 45 degrees. That means it makes angle of elevation of 45 degrees from the horizontal, with the horizontal. Now with the help of the concepts what we have learned, just draw the diagram. And the second problem, observe a player sitting on the pole of a tower of height 20 meters observes the angle of depression of a ball tying on the ground as 60 degrees. Draw the required figure for this data. The same way what you did in the first problem. You just read the problem once again, then go for the drawing. A player is sitting on the top of the tower of height 20 meters. So that means the height of the tower is given, that is 20 meters, and he was observing the angle of depression. In the first problem I have given angle of elevation. In this problem the observer is on the top of the tower. That is why he is observing the ground. He is observing the ball on the ground. So he needs to be look downwards. So what the angle should be made? The angle of depression. So what is the angle of depression here? Which is 60 degrees. Now just go for the drawing. You will get the solutions. Okay. Thank you.